But I think it's so applicable here because when couples come into my office, everybody is spun up. Everybody's had it. When it comes to relationships, we tend to put off getting help or support or exploring these things that we know are not working until we absolutely have to. So everybody's just a hot mess when they come in. Everybody's exhausted. Their emotional capacity is spent and they want something to happen now. What they're really looking for is ease in that emotional pain. And so the cowboy story, hence the cowboy story. There's a cowboy who has a big gun and he's trying to bring down the buffalo. And he can't seem to make it happen. He can shoot the buffalo, but the buffalo outrun him and his gun's not big enough to bring it down. And yet he looks over at the Indian camp and the Indian camp has, food and clothing and teepees and just seems to, but all they have is this bow and arrow. And so the cowboy can't figure it out. And so he approaches the Indian one day and says, "Hey, help me. How is it that you have all of this? And I have this big gun. I can't figure it out." And the Indian said, "Oh, that's really easy. We scare the buffalo and it runs over the edge." And I think that's what we do in our relationships is we've waited until the pain is so high that now we're just going to run over the edge because we just want the pain to stop without recognizing and realizing that's probably not our best approach. We need to slow down. We need to take a breath. We need to realize that there's time to look at all of these parts and pieces. And yes, it may still end in divorce, but very often when we can create some ease and skill up, it actually goes in a totally different direction. You have the potential to save this relationship, to keep your family intact and from a better place. Pain motivates us to look at things and do things that we typically wouldn't do without it. And so there's an opportunity there that I think we just don't understand as human beings that we can capitalize on. And so that's why I bring those two things together. Let's just slow down. Let's look at what's going on for ourselves. Let's scale up. And let's explore what's not working and what we do need to start to have work so that everybody can feel better. And then let's see where that takes us. One of two things are going to happen. And I guarantee it in my work. You're either going to feel better and go, "Oh my gosh, this is working. Let's go again. Let's do it some more." Or, "Okay, I get it now. I get it. I understand why it's best for us to separate."
I think